was doing. I was trying to hunt down some squid. Because I wanted black ink.
To attract some kids.
No, they're squids now, not kids now.
I have to, because I also had to reinstall Xpadder, so I don't think the buttons are correct for this game yet.
You can fix it, you ignorant twat.
Yeah, it's true. I'm familiar enough with that so I can fix it, but just need to figure out which buttons are not working properly.
Yeah, I make mistakes basically every time I put together a computer.
So, which key is inventory?
For me, it's E. I don't know if it's I normally.
For
Try
you?
E, anyway.
Key? I didn't know there was a key.
I said E.
Oh, E. Oh, right. I'm sorry, I misheard. I do that a lot. E.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I know it's a lot. Continue, I'm sorry.
I'm just checking the actual controls menu because it lets me know if anything has been changed.
So, I've got
So yes, it is E.
shift is a key. I don't know what that's for, and
Shift is it's sneak. No, shift. Yes, shift is sneak.
sneak. I don't think I need that.
Yes, you do. It's the way you prevent yourself from falling off ledges while you build.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fine. Well, do I need the sneak button more than I need the 7th inventory slot button? That's the question.
Obviously, yes.
I've also got a weird symbol that's like an arrow with an L, and underneath it's an arrow going the opposite direction with an L. What is that symbol?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me just give you a screenshot because I have no idea what that symbol means. Oh, stop asking me if I want to use OneDrive. Fuck off. I just want to do a screenshot. I don't want to fucking update my fucking. Anyway,
That's because a lot of computers try to automatically add stuff to OneDrive when you screenshot.
apparently it's tab.
Oh, I don't know why an L would get involved, but yes, tab is the two arrows.
What does that do in Minecraft?
It brings up the people's names on the server. That's pretty much it.
Oh, then definitely don't care about that. I can replace that for the inventory. Okay. That means I get my 7th inventory slot button back, which I was not using beforehand. Alrighty.
Why 7th specifically?
No, I don't like that. I don't like that button for the inventory. That's gonna throw me off.
You just set it to be start?
I set it to be start. But anyway, that symbol. That was the one I was talking about. Um, mm, mm, I don't know. And shift over here. No, that's no. Alrighty, now we can put the music back on because that was a bit drowning you out before. So what did you say you were looking for ink? That was it.
Yep.
What do you need that for?
I was going to dye some windows black.
Ah, that was it. Yes.
I was going to make them Negroidian.
I was even gonna say something like that. Like, I was gonna say like
You
the
could have
Negros
used
do.
different words.
I was gonna say like the Negos do.
Negos.
Negos. And
Isn't that
I.
freaking brand of Lego?
The black Legos.
I do kind of like the aesthetics of my Castle thing.
Okay. Hey, because I need to breed some cows to get some leather to build the library.
Munch, 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 munch.
Munch, munch, munch. Might want to change that as well. That's definitely not right. Where were them? Where were them moo-moos? As idiot characters from Fallout would say.
I'm trying to think. What mistake with my most recent? Well, when I made this computer I'm currently on, I made a couple of really stupid mistakes. I tried to use the wrong screws to screw in the motherboard. So I was taking the most important part of the machine and constantly like trying to force a piece of metal the wrong size into it.
I mean, yeah, that's not gonna help.
It's not. But eventually I found the right screws and it was okay. I didn't hurt it too badly.
When you say most important, is that the same as most expensive?
No, it is not. Most expensive is the CPU.
And
It'll
what-
often either be the CPU or the graphics card that'll be the most expensive thing in a machine.
And what's the most important? As you
In
said,
terms
the
of
motherboard.
in terms of the computer functioning, the motherboard pretty much is the computer.
But that would make the motherboard equally as important as, say, the power supply.
I guess, but I mean the power supply isn't the computer itself.
Okay.
I mean, literally. When you put in software, what it detects to go like you're on a new computer is whether you've changed the motherboard or not.
Okay, equal to the hard drive then.
No, that's actually not true.
Really? It can function without the hard drive?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You can take out all the hard drives, and it can still sort of boot. Probably can't run anything on it, really.
Yeah,
You can still get up the basic boot menu.
Sounds like effectively it just means nothing. Damn, we really need more cows.
You can run Windows from a disk on on just a motherboard. That's about as much as you can manage, but it still is actually the computer part of the computer.
I thought you were gonna say from a distance. Then I was like, that sounds fun.
But if you like plug in a new hard drive and install a piece of software that has like a limited number of machines you can put it in, it will usually be fine with accepting that new hard drive as being part of the same computer. It's swapping the motherboard that it goes, no, we consider this a new computer. And I can tell you that for certain because the hard drives I have now are exactly the same ones I had in my old computer, but when I stuck them into the new motherboard, everything fucked up in that way. It was all like, this is a new computer. This software isn't allowed on here. You didn't pay for it. And I was like, well, maybe I didn't, but I'm just gonna pirate it now.
Just
And
to
so I
spite
did.
the message.
Well, I'm not gonna pay for new software.
Sure.
There's only so many times you're allowed to install Windows from a disk.
Is that true?
Yes. Every disk has a limited number of installs before it stops letting you.
Oh.
It will still let you boot using the disk, but it'll be like in 10 days your version of Windows becomes invalid.
Did not know that.
You can put on a key management service that will automatically renew it every 10 days and get rid of that pop-up, so it's like you own it anyway.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. I did that with Norton once upon a time. Worked for quite a few years before I no longer could continue doing that method.
That's how I have Microsoft Office 2016 on the new family computer. I stole it.
Yeah, I stole what's it called? Photoshop for the college, and it still works to this day.
Oh yeah, I feel no shame stealing particularly Adobe products. their system is clearly intended for like companies, not individuals. Their price range just doesn't make any sense for a normal human being. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. So
It's,
I feel no shame in stealing it. The only time I would buy a copy of any of those pieces of software would be if I were using it in like for a product. If I was releasing a game and selling it, I would try to use a piece of software I actually own.
um,
So I typically use Paint Tool Sai, which isn't quite as good as Photoshop, but it's way cheaper and I actually own a copy.
oh,
Of course, I always pirate it every time I go into a new computer, but that doesn't matter. It's just because I can't be bothered to seek out where my original license was, but I did pay for it once.
yeah, I mean, that's sometimes what you do when you've already bought the one product, and it's like, well, I own the disc somewhere else, so I must be okay to own it differently. I forgot which item or game I was basically justifying that same um, logic.
I bought Sai with the specific intention of using it to make game art, which is
Mm.
why I bothered buying it in the first place. Most game creation toolkits these days are actually free, and you only have to pay licensing fees if you make a game on them that costs over makes over a certain amount of money.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
They used to have hard prices, but Unity never did that. And when Unreal Engine saw how successful Unity was, they swapped to the same system. So, in fact, as much as everyone fucking hates Epic Games, which is Unreal's way
Hmm.
of trying to get rid of Steam, uh, the way they handled changing their price model for the Unreal Engine is they actually refunded anyone who already owned it and had owned it for years.
Okay, you just you kind of lost me at that explanation. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
Basically, people had been using their service, their product, for years for a thing
Hmm.
because it was a paid service. They decided to change it so it was free, and they retroactively refunded everyone who'd ever used it. It
I mean,
wasn't just it's free now, so you don't have to pay if you get it again. It's free now, so the money you spent to own it before, you get that back.
you know, good on them. That sounds very generous. Who just joined the chat?
Uh,
Horse. Hello,
Horse.
Me.
horse.
Just uh,
It is my former friend Horse. Where's my $2,000?
in the form of the Minecraft game. Wait, no, I didn't buy that free. That was ruined.
In the form of the Minecraft game. That's not worth the thousand
In the
dollars.
form of the Terraria game.
I don't care how profitable. The Terraria game didn't cost you anything. That was a free. That was a free gift.
Free gift.
On the previous topic with the computers, I mean, the other thing I screwed up with my new computer was I plugged in the on button upside down,
Oh,
which makes basically no difference. It's just the first time I put everything together, it wouldn't turn on. I was so pissed off because I'd been working on it for like 9 hours that day.
right.
You soldered it in place. You welded it shut.
It's a plastic fucking thing. Why would I solder it?
It's sonically welded, and an enchantment has been cast.
Anyway, I opened it and I was like, what could be wrong? I don't know. I'm gonna move this one thing to another place and hope that's the problem. After I spilt an entire 500 milliliter cup of water over some memory I had lying out on the desk.
Oh god.
And then, I pressed the on button again and it fucking worked immediately and it was great. I'm just slightly retarded. I didn't break everything. And from then on, it's functioned basically perfectly.
Yeah,
With the computer that I made for my parents, I accidentally cloned the wrong hard drive and deleted all the family data.
yeah. Oh no.
Oh, did you get that back somehow?
I got some of it back by pirating a piece of software called, I think Data Drill or Disk Drill.
Yeah.
So I've got back most of the photos, but a lot of the files are broken.
I mean,
Files?
like
Like
documents.
Word documents
Yeah.
mostly, yeah.
Oh, what would have been in them?
I mean, I was gonna say important stuff, but apparently my dad kept the most important stuff on a memory stick, and my mom kept her most important stuff on a portable hard drive I bought for her.
Uh,
So, mostly nothing of importance was lost.
just your
Just
family
the entire
history.
family inheritance,
Yeah.
the will and everything. It's
Well,
gone.
that's the thing, that there was a will on there, but I was worried about that. But just today, Dad got out this memory stick and put another copy of the will on, and I was like, Thank you, God, shit."
I mean, in all
Oh,
fairness, as long as everyone's still alive, you can just make another will, surely.
Yeah. It's just, I'm such a moron for fucking cloning the wrong drive.
you guys
Such
gonna?
an incredible, because I sat there watching the thing complete its task, going like, "Yeah, I've done it," and I was like, "Wait a minute, why is everything so slow?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm running things from the old C drive. That's not the one. That was the one I meant to clone. Why is there not? Oh god. Oh no. How the fuck do I fix this? Because there's no undo button for a complete reformat."
Imagine if that's the reason you're like
The rem,
lost your
the rem gender
inheritance.
reveal.
Uh, good. Halo, can you try yours again? And then Horse, can you try yours again after he said what he said?
Yeah.
Um, you asked me to repeat myself. I said, imagine if that's the reason you lose your inheritance because you fucked up installing some shit.
I mean, it appears to be fine. In fact, I think they may still pay me for the parts and possibly a small amount of the labor in building the computer.
So your family paid you to do this?
Sometimes.
Oh, I thought it was just a favour.
I mean, I did it as a favor, but my dad quite often will just be like, "Here's a 50." If I ever do anything that's like work.
Yeah, that is not the same as other people's families.
It is not.
No. What is it?
He did employ me to shred paper for him once. That was really, really unpleasant. You might think, why? It's just shredding paper. Well, he skimped on the paper shredder. He bought this really cheap small one that overheats really quickly, and when it overheats, it has a cooldown thing that lasts, I think it was exactly 30 minutes before it will let you put another thing in there again. So it wasn't me sitting there shredding all day. It was me shredding like 1.5 folders, depending on how big the folders were, and then fucking waiting there with a timer for 30 minutes before I could start my fucking job again.
You also have to mine the coal manually and load it in.
I was gonna
Not
say
quite
you
that
shredded
bad.
the payment and not the documents.
But also, I had to shred like 2 or 3 pages at a time. I really couldn't go much more than that. It was so bad.
I mean, how many papers were there to get through?
There were entire huge binders full of documents.
Oh yeah, that's
This
not
this is
worth it.
this is a proper company. I was shredding their accounts.
That's not
Oh,
worth it. You
all the money
imagine?
Monday.
Isn't it like worked out? You do it faster, just like take a single paper and throw it in the fire over and over again. Then
Oh yeah,
shred it.
sometimes he burns his documents. He'll bring them home and stick them in the fire pit.
Absolutely, it's a legit way.
It's a small-ish company, so
Although the idea that he's shredding documents that only sounds like illegal evidence you did.
no. The thing is, he keeps stuff for like 10, 15 years after they're relevant. And like once they pass out of that, it's like we should probably destroy those.
Oh yeah, it's responsible to destroy the information. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
the information incriminating me as the origami killer.
How do you turn off auto jump? I can't see.
It's a setting in options.
Yeah, I'm in
It's
options
probably
and controls. Is it not under controls?
yeah. Auto jump is in the top right, the very top right.
God forbid you save the calories.
Past all the buttons.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try again.
It should just say auto jump.
Right, options.
Controls, and then just all the way at the top right. It should say auto jump, and then it should say
There
on.
it is. Thank you very much. Yeah, that is annoying because that's like the one place I wouldn't have looked for it. But continue your shredding story. It sounded
Oh,
like a
I
ripping good
basically
time.
finished it. It was horrible. Even though I was sitting there with an audiobook.
Oh
It
yeah.
was very unpleasant.
Rem accidentally deletes the photos of the gender reveal party and him as a
I
baby with his
actually
adopted
did
parents.
get money for it, so that helps solve the wounds.
It is nice having a job where you can listen to audio stuff.
Yeah, I did that a lot at Royal Mail. Some managers would get pissy at me for it. Like, dude, I'm working way harder and better than all the drunks around me, and I'm way more drunk than they are.
And I'm way more drunk than they
Yes, I have multiple times turned up for work at Royal Mail, fucking blasted.
Wow. And yet you still do a good job, so they
Yeah.
can't complain.
All that happens is I become less talkative on those days. I'm gonna be sick, but I don't care.
What is it like having a life like yours? Come on.
To be clear, I haven't done that since I started driving to work. I really do not like being drunk if I know that I'm gonna have to be driving later.
It's like being Kumar from Harold and Kumar, for fuck's sake.
Telling me you don't want to do the life speed run?
Well, the thing is, yes, I would love to commit suicide. But the thing about driving drunk is it is just unpleasant. No matter how short a distance you're going. Because you have to pay way more attention than you normally do to driving.
So you're
I know
telling
it may seem weird to anyone who hasn't driven a car before, but like, once you know how to drive a car, you barely have to pay that much attention to what's in front of you.
Mhm.
You just kinda react automatically, so it's a very passive experience.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's auto. I mean, I don't even drive, so you are preaching to someone exactly like that. So.
But if you are even slightly tipsy, it's suddenly like either you are full attention on or you crash. So you gotta be all attention, and that's really stressful. So my recommendation is fucking do not drive drunk.
In all fairness, not only are you talking to someone who doesn't drive, you're talking to someone who's never been drunk before. So.
you're lucky you get to take someone with you.
If you're lucky, you get to take someone with you. Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Hell. This entire conversation, I've just been jumping around on tree tops while zombies try to fight me from below.
Fight me,
Oh, there's a
zombies.
pillager. That's annoying.
Right.
There's a lot of pillagers. Oh, shit.
Atheists and how, like, guess I was wrong, lol.
What?
Atheists in hell be like, I guess I was wrong, lol.
I'll have you know that if I go to hell, I will maintain that I was still correct.
Oh yeah.
Because the existence of hell is contradictory to basically all of the gods to which hell is ascribed. Like, if hell exists, the Christian god as envisioned by Christians actually doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think the actual Bible talks about hell. Does it?
It indeed does not.
Yeah.
Hell is not in the Bible at all. Neither is the devil.
It can be
It's-
your angel
it's-
or whatever that is.
It's what? Anyway, it's just the justification for bad stuff happening.
Well, it's a retroactive thing that the early Catholics did. They didn't like Christianity as it was, so they basically a lot of stuff from Dante's Divine Comedy just kind of got shoved in as if it was in the actual Bible. Dante's Divine Comedy being a known deliberate fiction based on something that one guy thought about the Bible.
No, really. Was it?
Like, it was created essentially as like a hit piece on some other poets he didn't like.
Oh, I was gonna say, was it literally a comedy, or is that just part of the title?
Divine Comedy is just kind of a poetic name.
Yeah.
It's not intended as a comedy.
Just got
It's-
hit by a friggin' creeper. Oh shit, the cows are escaping.
I can't remember what it's called. I think it's referred to as an epic, which basically just means a very big poem.
Now this is epic.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And you know, it's pretty well written, all things considered, because it's really old. But a lot of stuff in there just sort of got added on to the Christianity myth where it didn't fucking belong.
Christian lore sequel nobody asked for.
Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to saving these cows from their freedom.
But yeah, because the first half of the Bible is basically just fucking Judaism. The Judaism doesn't have a hell. It just has a generic afterlife called Sheol.
Where there's a whiny Jewish disapproving mother.
It's basic. I can't remember how Sheol is, but it's nothing so weirdly moralistic as the heaven-hell dichotomy. Yes, dichotomy is the right word. Di means two.
Yes. I that is actually one of the few couple of useful information I got from Spirit Science.
Hooray!
Talked about duology and not trilogy. Yeah, well, trilogy, but yeah.
Wait, that's sequels.
Yeah. I don't remember all of them. But there was a whole section in it where it said, like, you know, some people think of the world in, like, you know, thinking everything is split in twos and threes and fours and blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, that's good.
Is there a particular reason you watched any Spirit Science videos?
I mean, beforehand, I was actually into a lot of the stuff, but then I did realize by myself that, yeah, this is a bit far-fetched, and some of the stuff really doesn't add up, and it's like...
It's very actively based on lies. He fucking thinks Jews comes from space.
Yeah, exactly,
Moron.
stuff like that.
Did you know that the moon is hollow, and when you hit it, the entire structure rings? No,
But-
it fucking is. No, it doesn't. We'd have
Yeah.
noticed, asshole.
I was
Where
gonna
did you
say-
get that data from? Who told you that?
I mean,
90%
I'm pretty
of the
sure
time,
you're just...
it's what is it? Yezidel Melchizedek is this specific person he gets 90% of his bullshit from.
I'm pretty sure you're just quoting the Armored Skeptic at that point, but yeah, it's...
Actually, personally, I stopped watching Armored Skeptic ages ago. There's a guy called Martimer81 who does most of the good Spirit Science takedowns.
Oh, cool, I'll have to watch this stuff too.
Ever since Logic started ripping on Armored Skeptic for one specific video, I just kind of lost the flair for Armored Skeptic. It's not that he became any worse after that, but it's just like, you know what? Armored Skeptic really, he is kind of, he's writing this. He's not actually super invested. He's not one of the more intelligent people on the platform. He's kinda just spitballing. He doesn't do that much research or citation. I'm not really interested in that.
Wow, I mean, he comes across as quite intelligent. Maybe that's... I mean, he's... Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like bottom of the barrel
Oh,
or
no.
anything. He's just not up to the standard that I prefer.
Okay. You're really challenging my worldview today. Thank you.
Oh, it's fine. I like the biggest mistakes he made that I know of were just regarding getting some really inaccurate facts when describing a parliamental bill at one point. Which is weird because it was regarding Canada. He did like an entire video basically lying to everyone by accident because he didn't research properly.
Alright. And that's worse because is he Canadian?
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, it is.
He has a very thick Canadian accent, actually. Quite often says stuff like a boot.
Okay, I didn't pick up on that, no.
Knights aren't in canon to Canada. What's he doing?
I thought it was just a different American dialogue.
Yeah, it's a problem I had because for a long time I thought a lot of Canadians were just Americans, but
Yeah,
apparently no, I was just mixing it up.
I mean, I could spot the stereotypical one, like the Terrence and Philip sort of one, but
Yeah, but that's kind of over the top.
yeah, that's over the top.
A lot of the
but-
time, to me, what Canadians end up sounding like is just an American with better enunciation.
How?
So if you can understand them, it's probably Canadian.
Because they sound more European.
Basically, everyone from the Two Best Friends Play Let's Play videos is from Canada. And I always just thought, wow, these are Americans, but they speak properly.
Good.
How? What's different?
But it turned out that they were Canadians the whole time.
What's different?
You can understand them.
Do they say
They're-
chips?
the enunciation is better, that's all. They don't say chips. I'm fairly certain they say fries.
Chips, kilometers, British pounds per mile.
Pounds per mile. Pretty sure it's still liters.
You mean miles to the gallon? Is that what you were going for?
No, fucking no, either of us.
I said British pounds per mile.
I always have a problem concentrating on discussions whenever I'm doing a task. I'm
Sounds
not
like
much.
an issue that is about
How
skill.
I
It's
have
interesting
difficulty
that
understanding.
you call your children task, but okay.
What?
You said you have trouble concentrating when you're doing a task.
Yeah,
It is interesting that you call your children task.
but I don't
The
call my
pieces
children.
together.
I don't know what you're getting at. Seriously. I don't know.
What I said by implication is that what you meant was that you have trouble concentrating when you're doing children.
Ah, okay. It does seem a bit random. Okay.
I'm busy right now doing stuff. I am stuff.
Look,
Yeah, it's that kind of level of joke.
If I was having sex with children right now, I would not be playing Minecraft. I'd be concentrating fully on the task. You know.
But how can you distract them from your horrifying presence without putting Minecraft in front of them?
I mean, I usually drug them. I mean, get their consent.
That's the same thing in your circles. It's not like children are capable of giving consent.
Bill Cosby. I mean, they could kind of give consent in other stuff, like, do you want to go to the bathroom by yourself? Yes, there you go.
Yes, but in a legal sense, they cannot give consent in all caps.
For life decisions, sure.
It's sort of the important thing.
Now, if I ask them, do you want to go to the bathroom with me so I can watch? Now that's... Pedophiles are terrible.
I agree, cats are pedophiles.
That's it. I was going to flatten some ground to build another structure.
You
Because
get
I
a
have...
question why I said that?
Cats are pedophiles? No, not really.
Okay.
I'm sure there was a stupid reason for it.
It's not that stupid.
Alright.
It's just something cat owners know about.
That cats rape their young?
No, it's that cats quite often will try to follow you to the toilet because for some reason they seem to want to watch. I don't know why.
Right. I wouldn't... Yeah, okay. Then I was happy I wouldn't need to question about that. I'm just not much of a cat person. I've never liked cats. Never will like cats.
When a
Because
cat
they
follows
clean themselves regularly.
Yeah, those jerks. They think they're better than other people not cleaning themselves. I think they're so much better than me.
Yeah. With them, only their breath stinks of raw meat and fish.
I mean, that sounds mean.
It's true of cats. Do not sniff the cat's breath.
How? I don't think I've really had that much time interacting with cats. I just normally see them, you know, whenever I walk around the street, like passing me. That's about as much experience around cats as I ever get.
Well, then of course you're not a cat person. You haven't interacted with them in other scenarios.
Oh, I don't
Like watching them shit.
I just heard they're particularly selfish creatures, which is accurate. And I don't know, there's just no real point to them.
Well, you know what they are? They're particularly immoral. You cannot keep a cat with any animal smaller than them.
Ah, is that right?
Anything a cat can reasonably attempt to kill and eat, it will.
Oh.
Even if, like, it shows signs of being comfortable and happy around it.
Birds
like,
are here.
It will try to just kill the shit out of it. It's like people are like, you can keep a rabbit in a hutch next to a cat and the two of them will get along fine, but you take the rabbit out of the hutch and the cat, no matter how comfortable it looks, will eventually just kill that rabbit for no reason.
No, I'm glad I learned a new fact about why cats are assholes. Thank you for that.
By comparison, since dogs are near universally larger than cats, cats will actually get along with them quite well.
Yeah, I've noticed that. My one of my college friends had a cat and a dog, and they just absolutely chill around each other. They seem fun.
Yeah, as long as you keep the dog from playing too rough to begin with and teach it to be sort of respectful of the cat, they can get on really well.
Hang on, I'm going.
Actually, better than putting a cat with other cats sometimes.
They're like women. They don't like their own kind.
Politically centrist
They
until your
are
opponent's
solitary
mauling you.
animals, but things that are bigger than them, they develop sort of parental bond with instead.
Mm.
That's why they mew when they're around humans. Meowing is sort of a parent, please feed me kind of behavior.
Yeah, attention. Give me
Cats
attention.
don't actually do it to other adult cats.
I see.
They will make a sort of trilling, purring noise as a kind of hello, but in terms of general casual interaction, you will basically never hear a cat mewing at another one, if they're both adults.
Race.
Yeah, that's kind of racist. Yeah.
But they constantly do that around humans because they're like, you are my parent now, big, creepy one without any fur.
See, oddly, I'm pretty sure cats probably view humans as their pets.
Unfortunately, they're just not capable of those kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
They don't know what pets are. As I say, if it's smaller than them, they'll just kill it. So...
Watch out for your children. Oh, so that's why the cat attacked my brother when he was a baby.
if it's smaller than a cat...
Sure.
When a cat does it, it's fine, it's natural, but when I do it...
The interesting thing is, I don't know particularly why, but guinea pigs aren't scared of cats. So you can, when you have cats around like guinea pigs in a cage, they'll actually quite often try to make friends with the cat. But if you actually remove the cage, the cat's just like, you're all food now.
Because they got balls
I
of
bring that
steel.
up because 90% of other animals that are smaller than cats actually get really upset if you keep a cat near them. To the point where it's considered animal cruelty if you keep them together too long.
Yeah,
Things like
because
hamsters
they're
and rabbits.
constantly panicked at all times.
Yeah.
I would absolutely imagine.
But guinea pigs are just fucking... Come on, come in with us.
I mean, aren't guinea pigs like naturally panicked at all times anyway?
No, they're not. They're fucking chill.
Oh,
Will a cat attack an insect?
Oh, yes, constantly.
maybe I'm thinking of hamsters.
Hamsters are definitely panicked at basically all times, yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
I had a big
that's-
tarantula.
Yeah, they would probably fight a tarantula.
Okay.
I mean, the cats really... I mean, my cat in particular, Ember, she will eat anything you put in front of her.
Would he fight a tarantula if he had a knife?
We put out mealworms for the birds outside, and Ember has been going out and eating them. There's fucking dried insects that are supposed to be for birds only. She's like, food. 90% of the cats I've owned, or interacted with in the past, if you try to give them pills, like worming pills or whatever, you have to basically force it down their throat and then keep stroking their neck until you're sure they've swallowed it, because they will refuse. Ember
Please,
could
you-
literally just... Could you not start talking while I'm still in the middle of a dialogue? Ember, all you have to do is hold out the pill between your fingers, and she will fucking take it off you and swallow it herself.
Well,
Literally the exact opposite reaction of what cats normally do.
Yeah, that is a very unusual cat.
So that's not even food, it's a horrible tasting medicine, but you're just like, you're holding it, let me eat it.
Must be a very hungry cat. It's going to be a very fat cat when it grows up.
Well, the thing is, she is very active. So she is actually thinner than her sister, who is also here. But she is, like, about a quarter of a kilogram heavier, because she has way more muscle. He is constantly climbing up everything. And fighting everything and running around. It's real cute. Until you stop playing with her and she decides to bite you. You'll have to get used to the biting, because they're play bites, which means they don't really hurt, but they are annoying.
I mean, yeah, you keep talking about cats. I don't know what to tell you. They're normally arseholes, but your Ember, if that's the name of your new cat, yes, seems to be very different.
She's pretty weird, to be honest.
Maybe Ember is a dog and you just don't know it yet.
Well, you can get her to play fetch. No, I'm not kidding.
I wasn't gonna accuse you of kidding, but I was gonna be like, oh, that's awesome.
She does get bored of it very quickly, but for at least a couple throws, we have this orange worm on a string with a bell on it.
Mm-hmm.
You toss that for her, she'll go pick it up in her mouth and bring it back to you. Until she gets distracted with something else on like the second or third throw, generally.
Ah, there you go. Distractible is definitely a cat trait as well.
Definitely Amber, she's very ADHD.
What was it?
She is called Ember because she has a giant M on her forehead. And I was calling her M on the journey back home, and I was just like, I need to come up with a name so that still fits. Ember it is.
Sure.
What color is she?
She's a tabby, so kind of multicolored.
I was picturing a white cat. You disappoint me.
I'm sure I've posted her in the chat before.
Why are you so loud, Horse? Have you changed your mic to phone to computer?
I'm fairly
Yeah.
certain it's you changing your... Because you've changed computers, which means your Discord settings will have been altered.
No, I mean he was normal volume before, and I haven't touched it. And as he just said, he has changed from phone to computer. So
I didn't hear him going that different. Whatever.
maybe you just don't listen to him. I don't blame you. No.
I'll
no.
post some pictures of Ember and bullshitting around. I'm sure I already have. But...
Not some more cat pictures. No one likes cat pictures. Where in the internet will you ever find cat pictures? Come on.
I'll post a few pictures of her and a kitten in her original box.
In a kitten.
As a kitten.
Oh, right. Somehow I had an image of her inside a dead carcass of a cat.
Why, Horse, did you choose then to post something that gets in the way?
I posted before you did. But,
Oh, as he posted one of those little animation gifs, and as he normally does.
oh, I thought it was brown. Okay, nice.
Although that's not quite the colour I had envisioned when you said tabby. I was
Yeah, me.
expecting a ginger cat when you said the new colour, the breed. Oh, that is a cute. That first picture is quite cute.
And then I'll post one of her hiding underneath a mat because she does that sometimes.
You need a tiny cardboard box to put over.
Well, what she currently sleeps in is the box that the graphics card from this computer came in.
That's good.
Like, it's not the Amazon box it was posted in. Literally, just the GeForce little thing.